Hi, thanks for joining us today. I'd like to introduce our CEO, Glenn Taylor, our Deputy Director, Mark Aitken, and one of our senior clinicians and registered nurses, Carolyn McDonald. They're all here today to share a special message with you. Glenn, what does it mean to you to be a nurse?
To me, to be a nurse has such an important role in society. It feels like such a privilege, and it's I'm really honoured to be a nurse. Actually, it's because it's an essential service in our society, and no more than now through this pandemic, we're seeing nurses standing up and being in the forefront and really taking responsibility and taking charge and leading the response. So I feel really privileged to be part of this larger fraternity, to do the work that I do, to provide the service and the help that I can provide and that I have provided and that my colleagues provide. And really, it's just been such an enjoyable career over such a long time. So today, I'd just like to take this opportunity to acknowledge all of the nurses around the world, and particularly in Victoria, and to wish them all a very happy International Nurses Day.
Thanks, Glenn. Carolyn, what does it mean being a nurse at NMHPV?
Thanks, Nat. I love working for the Nursing Midwifery Health Program Victoria, which is otherwise known as NMHPV, because I love working with my colleagues, and all of my colleagues, all of the nurses in Victoria and around the world have been, like Glenn was saying, essential services, working really hard, looking after other people's health and wellbeing. And the privilege of my job is actually I get to remind and help nurses to look after their own wellbeing, health and wellbeing, and look after each other. So I feel very happy about working in this position. And just like Glenn, I would like to wish all of my colleagues, all of my nursing colleagues around the world and Victoria a happy International Nurses Day. Thanks.
Thanks, Carolyn. Mark, what does today, the International Day of the Nurse, mean to you?
Thanks, Nat. It actually means the world to me. It's such an important day for nurses to pause, reflect, and celebrate the incredible work that we all do. The theme for 2020, International Nurses Day, is Nurses a Voice to Lead, Nursing the World to Health. And it shows how nurses are central to addressing a wide range of health challenges. 20 million plus nurses and our supporters around the world come together to celebrate the incredible work nurses do. And who would have known that when the International Council of Nurses chose the theme Nursing the World to Health, that we'd be in the midst of this global pandemic. So what I say to nurses all over Australia and throughout the world is take the time to reflect and celebrate, because you've earned it, and happy International Nurses Day.
Thank you, Mark.